So, it's about 6:30, and I'm gonna show you how to do the bunny's morning routine. This is also the same exact thing as the bunny's evening routine, and I like to do it about 12 hours later because bunnies aren't diurnal or nocturnal, they're crepuscular, which means they are most active at dawn and dusk. So basically they spend they're active the same amount of time every 12 hours, each half of the day. So I like to do it about every 12 hours so they get the same amount of foodish. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replenish their food in water bowls. So they have 2 water bowls and 1 food plate. So I'm just gonna take this all upstairs. By the way, when you come in, you can turn this light on, but when you come out, you're gonna turn the light down there on and turn this off. But I'll show you that later. Also remember to leave all doors closed at all times. So I'm just gonna wash them. So then I'm gonna get their greens. So I think right now I'm just gonna put in some lettuce and yeah, I'm just gonna put in some lettuce here. Usually I like to give it some variety, but it's not really a big deal either way. I'm just giving them this and close it. If there's anything left over, just put it in the compost, and then I'm just gonna wash them to make them nice and fresh. Okay, so now how I like to do this, so I don't spill it, is I put the plate on top of the wider bowl, and then I put the other plate on top of the greens, and just balance. It saves a lot of water and time. Then yeah, just close it behind you again. Hi, bunnies. So they'll just come running over. While we're here, so I'm just gonna show you how to pet them. So you go in about where their eye is. They just want food. About where their eye is and just pet. And so you want to pet them when they're in this position. Not when their hind legs and front legs are like really far apart, because they're like, this is like their sitting position. So you can pet them there. And if they run away, just back off and let them do that. Yeah, don't try to pick them up because they will get really scared probably. And oh yeah, if you want them to get to know you a little more, you can try giving them like 3 to 5 pellets like each day. I have hair all over my hands. And then probably at a different time you can give them, like, I'd say about this much in treats. We definitely don't want to overdo it, because they can be really unhealthy. But in small amounts, they're fine. So, in a second, I'll give you a little tour of my rabbit area. But we'll do that for the litter box. So you can just give them. They probably don't want them right now because they're already eating something else. But I'm just going to leave them here. It's just to show you. Any hair all over my hands. So now I'm going to show you about the litter box. So I'm just going to take this over here. And now I'm going to come over to my litter changing station / my rabbit area. So here is just a little tour of this shelf. This is their extra bedding. This is their extra hay. You don't have to deal with this. This is also an example of what happens when you put something on the ground. There shouldn't be anything on the ground really, except like their toys. And especially a cardboard box full of hay. Nice going. And then here are their pellets. And here's their treats and an extra little jar. This is for if their playpen goes outside. That's their playpen. X-pen, dog exercise pen, or rabbit exercise pen in this case. This is their litter box cleaner. You don't have to worry about this. This paper towels, a brush, this stuff I'm about to show you. So what you're gonna do, take this and this. I'm trying to get rid of this pen because I don't know why this is here. And then so I just sort of put it around, but not all the way up. And then I make sure, so if you're looking in here, sometimes the edge can get sort of blocked. It just like won't come out because it's just blocked by the whole litter box. So what you want to do is you want to sort of tilt it. So then you just use this to scooch everything down. And then you can sort of pull this out a little and just sort of get it down there. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just want to get the actual dirty stuff out. Let's see how this is kind of jammed. So you want to pull this back. So then, yeah, you can just do that. So then we're going to tie this up and gonna put this back on the paper towel and I'm just gonna take it outside. So this is where if you are in a rush or if you just, like it's too late or something to take out the trash, then you can just put it in this bin to try the smell right now. All of them out really stinks, so remember just put them in there or outside. I'm actually going to take these out now.
Okay.
So I want to put it in the trash and not the compost. I used to think that, like, why shouldn't you just put it in the compost? But it actually says right here, it says not accepted recycling trash, yard waste, pet waste. So much for that. So the trash usually goes, all the bins just line up on the side of the house over there. It's just trash day today. So now we're just gonna come over here. I usually put this over here when I'm putting their bedding in. And now I just take a scoop, dump it. Take a scoop, dump it, and then just keep going until there's a pretty thin layer on the bottom, and it goes up to, well, it depends. That's the thing, it's hard because you want there to be a pretty thin layer, but it has to cover everything. So I think this should be good. I'm just taking some out just to save bedding because there's no need for like a thick layer. Just close this. And now, so this is their litter box, like I said, and this is their hay. So hay is the most important part of their diet. They can actually, like, it's a little crazy. They can, like, if they don't have hay for 8 hours, they can, like, get all kinds of weird diseases and stuff. They need hay, and so the worst thing you can do is not give them enough. So don't mind, like, I don't mind if you give them too much. This should be fine. And then just close that back up. Try to keep everything in the bin because my mom's allergic to hay, and so I want to keep everything contained. So I take it over. Hi, you excited? Excited for some new hay? Oh. And then you also just want to pick up any stray poops. You can use gloves or paper towel or something. But yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Just make sure they're eating, because if they're not, they could be really sick. Rabbits are prey animals, so when they try to hide their signs of the disease, because in the wild they'll, be hunted down by predators if they think that they're sick. So just make sure that they're eating.